You've used a ruler your entire life, but you've been using it wrong. That small gap before the zero, it's not a design flaw. It's not leftover material. It's one of the most important parts of the entire tool. And the reason it exists could save your measurements from being completely wrong. Here's what happens when you measure without that gap. You press the very end of the ruler against the edge of an object and start measuring from there. Seems logical, but there's a problem. The end of a ruler gets damaged. It gets worn down, bent, chipped. Every time you press it against something, it loses a tiny fraction of a millimeter. Do that 1,000 times, and your ruler is lying to you. Carpenters, engineers, surgeons, they all know this. A measurement that's off by even half a millimeter can ruin an entire build.
So manufacturers built in a buffer. That gap before the zero is called the dead zone, and it exists to absorb wear. Instead of measuring from the physical end of the ruler, you're supposed to measure from the zero mark. The dead zone takes all the damage. The zero stays accurate. But that's only half the story, because that gap was also designed to solve a second problem, one that most people never think about. When you measure the inside of a box, or a door frame, or a pipe, you can't press the end of the ruler against anything. You have to hook it on the edge and read from zero. The dead zone gives you exactly enough space to do that cleanly. One ruler, two completely different ways to measure, both accurate.
Here's what makes this even more clever. The world's most precise rulers, used in aerospace and watchmaking, have dead zones measured to within 0.01 millimeters. Because at that level, even the thickness of a pencil line is enough to throw off a calculation. The gap isn't just protection, it's engineering. You've looked at rulers thousands of times, but you never saw what was hiding in plain sight. That tiny space before the zero, it's the difference between a measurement that's right and one that destroys everything you're building.